Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Looking to connect with your local leadership? Here's your chance. Join us Thursday, May 7th for a special opportunity to meet Aaron Heenaw, candidate for Iowa House. From 4 to 6 p.m., stop by Bridget's Public House at 208 First Avenue East in Oskaloosa. Sit down, enjoy a meal, and ask Aaron your questions in a relaxed setting while supporting a great local business. Then, from 6 to 8 p.m., head over to 101 South Market Street with Jason and Kelly Carter for refreshments, conversation, and even a sneak peek at the 3rd floor of the Z Lofts. Come meet your candidate and be part of the conversation. To RSVP, email office@remaxpride.com.
Looking for the perfect way to celebrate mom? Don't miss the Mother's Day vendor event on Saturday, May 9th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Dutchman Event Center in Cantrell, Iowa. Shop from 60-plus vendors featuring handmade gifts, boutique items, home decor, and sweet treats. Plus, enjoy several food trucks all in one place. It's the perfect spot to find that one-of-a-kind Mother's Day gift while supporting local businesses. Bring your friends and family and make it a fun day of shopping, food, and celebration. That's the Mother's Day vendor event, May 9th, 9 to 3 in Cantrell.
And a good evening. Welcome into the Tuesday night tune-up. We are live from the Rock Island Tap in Oskaloosa. We do thank all of our sponsors for being on board, including Rock Island Tap, James Family Greenhouse, Sigourney Motors, Glory Motorsports, Sigourney Body Shop. We've also got Nutrient Ag Solutions in Keswick, Copeland Auto Body, Vans Racing, Oski Dental, Signs Plumbing, all on board as sponsored. We have a big show for you tonight. Here in just a few minutes, we'll start things off with Tyler Graves. We also have a segment coming up with Mike Sitzma and Chris Walker. So lots of people to get to. But first, we have to start off with our buddy Josh from right here at the Rock Island Tap. Safe, you and Cole are hanging out tonight. Take it away.
We are. Welcome back, race fans, to TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up. We were so glad that you can all join us here at the Tap here tonight. And, yeah, we got a full upstairs here, and we're looking forward to a great show tonight. And, as always, we have the new cornerstone of the show here with us tonight. We have Josh with us from the Tap. Josh, thanks for coming back on. And again,
thanks for having me.
You guys do such a great job here getting some wonderful events, doing a lot of different things for the community. And we know you have some great upcoming events. And why don't you just give us a little glimpse of what's coming up here at the Tap?
We've got a few upcoming events. We've got a lip sync contest this Saturday from 9 to midnight. And a pop-up bingo May 17th. From 1 to 3. Those are all we have really coming up right now.
Sure. I mean, lip sync's always fun. Cool. I think you and I should get in on this.
That's probably not a very good idea for me to do that.
We'd love to see that.
Safe, what is your lip sync song?
Man, that's a good question. Probably Tequila.
Not sing.
That could be a good one, Tequila.
Josh, if you were to lip sync, what would you lip sync to?
I think probably a little bye.
There we go.
Why not?
You seem more like song. A guy that could do maybe like Hot to Go.
You know?
That could be fun.
Down for a little bit of whatever.
You know? Cole, you're definitely doing Pink Pony Club. We can see it now.
Yep. Josh, is anything special going on for Cinco de Mayo? Am I putting you on the spot for tonight?
Tonight we don't have any Cinco de Mayo specials. We're looking into doing maybe margaritas, but as for tonight, no, nothing came up specifically. But
I'm sure they could still come in and drink some tequila.
You know, you can come in and grab whatever you want. We'll make it for you. We'll make it fresh and cold.
There you go. That sounds like a good time right there. You know, it's always a good time at the tap when Josh is here. We got Tuesday night tune-up going on, and, you know, the pop-up bingo, that's going to be exciting as well. So, again, Josh, thanks for your time. We know you have a busy night here at the tap. There's a lot going on, and we just appreciate you coming on and talking to us.
Appreciate you guys having us. It is going to be a busy week. We do have graduation coming up, so the next few nights is going to be pretty busy as well.
Absolutely.
But feel free to come in, grab a cold drink, and enjoy your evenings.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, Josh, for coming on. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be up next with Tyler Graves in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Looking for a laid-back bar with a great selection? Head to the Rock Island Tap at 206 Rock Island Avenue in Oskaloosa. With 24 beers on tap, you'll find everything from craft brews to your favorite domestics, plus whiskey and ice-cold Bloody Marys. Grab a snack with popcorn, chips, or a frozen pizza, or better yet, bring your own food and make it your kind of night. Just remember, 21 and over only. And yes, you'll need your ID. The Rock Island Tap in Oskaloosa. Simple, relaxed, and all about good drinks and good times.
Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Krista Sellers, driver of the 7K Figure 8 race truck. I race at local figure 8 tracks across southern Iowa. One of my good sponsors is CJ at Sigourney Motors. Next time you or someone you know is looking for a good used vehicle or in need of some minor repairs, you can contact CJ at Sigourney Motors. Give them a call at 641-224-8056 or stop by 705 East Jackson Street in Sigourney, Iowa. Hope to see you at the races or at CJ's shop.
Looking to stay ahead of the pack this racing season? Make your first stop Glory Motorsports, your one-stop shop for race parts, tires, and fuel. Everything you need to keep your car fast and race ready. And here's the best part. Glory Motorsports brings the parts to you with trackside parts at the Southern Iowa Speedway, Marshalltown Speedway, and Stewart Speedway. Trackside convenience, top quality gear, winning performance. Don't miss a lap. Get what you need when you need it with Glory Motorsports. For more info, give them a call or find Glory Motorsports LLC on Facebook.
Hey, we thank all of our sponsors. Glory Motorsports, brand new sponsor on Tuesday night tune-up. Again, we're live from Rock Island Tap in Oskaloosa on a beautiful Tuesday evening here in southeast Iowa. Let's take it back to Safe Cole and our first guest of the evening. Safe.
Welcome back, race fans, to TNT, the Tuesday night tune-up. And with us here tonight, we have Tyler Graves with us. Tyler, you ran in non-wing sprint cars at the Southern Iowa Speedway. We know you do some wing sprint car racing as well. And, you know, you've had a lot of background in racing, you know, through your life. So why don't you maybe give everyone a little bit of insight who you are and where you've got to now?
Yeah, I started out in micros when I was 18 years old, I think, and moved up to sprint cars 6 years ago. So I watched my grandpa race when I was little. My dad got into racing a little bit about 7 years ago, and then I was like, if they can do it, I can sure do it, you know, and I guess I've tried my best here, but, you know, ups and downs.
Yeah, I mean, sprint car racing's very technical.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whether you're in, you know, like the pro sprint class or even in the IMCA, you know, race savers, whatever it may be. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about what it's like preparing, getting a sprint car onto the track, especially somewhere like at the Southern Iowa Speedway?
Yeah, I spent, we went Saturday night to Knoxville and ran Knoxville, and then I spent all day yesterday going through the entire car, making sure every single thing was ready to go for next Saturday. And it's just a very demanding sport, I would say. It's I still have a little bit to do tonight, more to do tomorrow, and with a full-time job. And I'm not glad, but there's a little bit of a positive not racing Oski this year because I get so much more time to work on the wing car. So
yeah, absolutely. And, you know, wing racing, non-wing is different. You know, you don't have all the downforce there, so the aerodynamic you have as a wing car, but you know, it's still very technical. And so why don't you tell us maybe how running in the non-wing class, especially at Oski being a half mile, and then taking some of that and then running a wing car at Knoxville, which is very similar to Oski.
Yeah, the tracks feel pretty similar, but the driving is completely different. Every time I go race a non-wing car, then I try to get back into a wing car, I have a bad habit of turning my hands, and you turn the wheel and it just dumps it on the left side and you slide around. So non-wing racing is a lot more driver oriented, I would say. A lot of people can jump in a wing car and go race it, but non-wing cars, if you just can't drive it, you know, like a wing car. So it's a lot more driving, I would say. You're
sure on the wheel a lot
yeah,
more.
sawing on the wheel.
And so that's one thing not necessarily everyone understands when you talk about that. So why don't you tell us, you know, sprint cars, they drive a lot different than, you know, a modified, a stock car, whatever, and a lot of people don't necessarily know. I mean, when you talk about hand movement in a sprint car, what are you looking at really?
So the only other experience I have other than the sprint car would be the hobby stock I ran in 2021, and that's a full steering box, so you're lock to lock, you know, multiple revolutions of the wheel, and those are pretty difficult to drive too. But the sprint car, they have the quick steer in it, you know, like half a turn probably to go lock to lock in it. So it's they're nerve-wracking to drive more than anything, I would say, because you know, you dump one on its top and you end up in a hospital pretty easy.
Right.
So
yeah, and that's a big thing. And you know, you talk about when you set up a sprint car versus, you know, you race hobby stocks and then you're in non-wing and stuff. What's kind of setup look like in the sprint car world?
Easy up front shocks and a soft rear suspension so that it wants to squat and hook up. I mean, other than that, you're running a little bit less stagger than you would in a wing car, and try not to spin out, I suppose.
Right. Yeah, and that's another big thing is chassis. You know, there's you know, J&J, Maxim, Eagle, a few other ones. So when you start looking at chassis and then, you know, purchasing, what are some of the big things you're looking for in a sprint car versus, you know, what you have in like a modified or even a hobby stock or a stock car?
Yeah, so I've had 5 different sprint car chassis brands, and the only one that I can jump in and I feel like I can get consistent results every single night is a Maxim. So for me, I like to have a lot of headroom above my seat, you know, like where the roll cage sits. Right. So I try to go with like a wedge cage or a 2-inch taller rear. That way I have more room in it. Other than that, it's a race car chassis. I can use it.
Sure. And, you know, another big thing is, you know, engine programs and things like that. And so, you know, Knoxville over the weekend, there was a deal with one of the pro sprint drivers, had an illegal carburetor on. And so when guys start getting into that, I mean, what do you see as far as from a driver perspective when you get into, you know, engine building, trying to stick as close to the rules as you can and everything?
I build all my own engines for all my sprint cars, so I just follow they have a rule book, read it, and then build your motor according to the rule book. It seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and you know, there's a lot of different things going on at Knoxville right now. You know, Darnell's Race Fuel was a long time staple there, and what's going on there and what we're seeing. What are you seeing as a driver now showing up to race days, seeing some of the changes that are happening?
I had quite a few questions on Saturday that I had to have answered, so I knew what I was doing. But after they kind of explained what was going on, there's not a lot that seemed real different, just different brands and different people selling it. So,
and you know, going to Knoxville, what's that like when you start rolling in to Knoxville? You know, there's so much history there. I mean, you have the Knoxville Nationals and just, you know, seeing who all has drove there, who's won there and everything. Is it kind of, you know, daunting at all when you're pulling up in there?
Oh, we've went there for 3 years now, so the first couple weeks it was cool. I wanted to go there so bad. My grandpa raced there back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And after like the first couple weeks of it, it kind of wears off and it's just another racetrack, I would say, me personally. But it's still pretty cool to say that you race there, and people, I see people all around that notice me and ask me who I. Like, hey, I know you. I'm like, yeah, I've done it, wrecked multiple times. People see it,
and it happens. Knoxville is such a technical track, and so you race Knoxville, you've raced at Oski. What are some other tracks that you like to go to and race at? Or are those really the main two that you hit?
Those are the main two that we've really been going to the last couple of years. We went down to Burlington once. We're going to try to go back maybe I think there's 2 more races there in a 360 I think this year. We were planning on running some non-wing stuff in northern Missouri, and then other than that, it's just if I have time to get somewhere, because I don't like to travel 4 hours to go racing,
Right.
So.
And that's hard. And, gas isn't getting cheaper. Things aren't getting cheaper. And so for you as a driver, what's some of the big things that are affecting sprint car racing that you're noticing?
I think more than anything, it's the fuel cost that I've noticed. Parts that haven't really went up that I've seen, they're about the same, but every time I fill up my truck to pull the trailer somewhere, it's just getting a little bit worse. So,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really kind of scary right now, and for being a sprint car team, you already have a lot of costs. Tires are expensive, and you have a crew, and pit passes don't ever seem to get cheaper either. So it takes a village, even a small army, I would say, to make that go. So why don't you tell people a little bit who all is on the car, who you have backing you, who goes to attract you every week?
Yeah, my fiance Sabrina goes she's came to every single race we've had, and then we have one other pit crew member that shows up every single week, Shannon, that does tires, tire pressure, makes sure everything's buttoned up before I go out. And then other than that, it's just a couple buddies that help out whenever they have time to help out. Then we have 3 sponsors this year, so that's about it.
That's awesome. Cool. You got any questions over there? I know you're one of those sport mod kind of guys and not necessarily big into the sprint car stuff.
Yeah, no, it's all cool to me. It's still racing, so I don't know, like what all like for the motor side of it, how long does it take you to build a motor, and around what does it cost you and all that?
What's today? Tuesday? Last Monday, the Monday before we went to Knoxville, my motor was completely tore apart and my car was completely tore apart, sitting all across the bench, and I had it together in about 10 hours total, 12 hours total. Wow. So, and the one I just put together was probably on the lower side. It was about 20,000 is about what I have in that one. So,
which is crazy. You say the lower side, 20,000 for a 360 engine. I mean, that's the thing about sprint car racing, though, too, right? I mean, you have a lot of costs in those engines. I mean, what kind of block are those in the 360 class? Are they a dart block or?
So most people run like a dart block and a big bore short stroke. I run Chevy blocks because I don't have the $80,000 to go buy a motor that has all that. So, a 010 Chevy block that's been just kind of set up for a dry sump system, and then moil heads and injection and mag. I mean,
absolutely
nothing too crazy.
No, I mean it works though. That's the thing, and you talk about sprint car racing and that, and sometimes just half the battle is getting on the track and having a car to go run. I mean, not everyone can do it, and sprint car racing definitely isn't easy. It's very technical, especially when you get on those half-mile tracks.
Yeah.
So we want to wish you luck the rest of the season. Thanks for coming on and talking with us here tonight. Oh, we do have a question.
I got a question. Well, Stephen Crosby, by the way, is in the comments this evening, and he said he must be a friend of yours, Tyler. He's giving you a shout out in the comments. But you and I were talking, Tyler, before the show got underway. I'm going to bring it up on the screen right now. We had people questioning whether that was actually you in my promo pic or not. Can you clarify? Is that you?
Yeah, it was a picture of me.
Okay, there we go.
But AI, of course, I put this together with AI. It maybe changed you just a teensy tiny bit.
Yeah, I look about 10 years older, it looks like.
Wow, Way to go, Steve.
AI did you no favors, so we blame AI if it doesn't look like you. That's the reason. I mean,
There
you're a
you go.
good-looking guy, so yeah.
Thank you.
Look at that. Look at Tyler.
Did things
Thanks
just
for-
get awkward?
Just a tad. Only with Steve. No, but thanks again, Tyler, for coming on tonight. We know you got to get back to Sheraton, so we appreciate you driving up to talk to us here tonight. So we want to wish you luck again the rest of the season at Knoxville and wherever else you race. And
Oskaloosa.
Yeah.
Oskaloosa later this year
Okay.
with the Sprint Invaders.
Sweet. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you then, man. So thanks again. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be on next with The Undertaker and Chris Walker here in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
If you've had a run-in with a deer, a fender bender, or any sort of accident with your vehicle, take it to Tony and the guys at Sigourney Body Shop at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney. They'll get you back on the road in no time, and Tony will help you out with a free estimate. It's service with a smile at Sigourney Body Shop. Give them a call at 641-622-2022, or again, stop in at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions, we are dedicated to your success. We partner with growers like you to expand your possibilities with unparalleled offerings. Your unique challenges are met with more customized solutions than anyone else can offer. With you, we're feeding the future together.
At Copeland Auto Body, we strive to be the area's consistent provider of advanced collision repair. We want all of our customers to have a stress-free experience when they bring their car to Copeland Auto Body. Give them a call at 641-653-2140. Find them online at CopelandAutoBody.com. Copeland Auto Body, located in Hedrick, Copeland Collision Center in Oskaloosa, and Copeland Towing and Recovery in Sigourney. For auto body and towing for Hedrick, Oskaloosa, and Sigourney, see Copeland Auto Body.
Vans Racing in Oskaloosa is your local one-stop shop for all racing and performance-related parts, sales, and service. With a combined 50-plus years of racing knowledge and experience, Curtis and Cole are ready to help you go faster, have more fun, and save money. From driver safety equipment to race tires and racing fuel to racing lubricants, Vans Racing has you covered with all major brands. Stop by 705 South D Street in Oskaloosa or call 641-660-8900 to experience the Vans Racing difference.
All right, we're coming back here live to the Rock Island Tap in Oskaloosa for the Tuesday night tune-up. We do thank all of our sponsors once again for making things possible, including Rock Island Tap, James Family Greenhouse, Sigourney Motors, Glory Motorsports, Sigourney Body Shop, as well as Copeland Auto Body, Nutrien Ag Solutions in Keswick, Vans Racing, Oski Dental, and Signs Plumbing. Let's take it back to Safe. As Safe, you got guys all around you. What's going on here, Safe?
Hey, welcome back, race fans, to TNT, the Tuesday night tune-up. And with me, we had once retired, decided to come back into a car, and we have someone who decided that buying a race car and doing this would be just a great idea out of the blue. So we got Chris Walker up here with us tonight, and we have Mike Sitzma with us, a.k.a. The Undertaker, which is so fitting for you, Mike.
Works.
So fitting. So we want to thank you both for coming on here tonight and talking a little bit about racing with us here. So, Chris, Mike, you guys have been friends for a very long time, and now you guys are both racing, and you both have the same kind of chassis now. And why don't you tell us a little bit about some maybe backstory there, what probably got you into racing, Mike, and then kind of go from there and where we're at now with both your guys' racing programs.
Well, we don't need to relive my failed attempts at the Redneck Rally, right? Like,
Well,
we don't need to relive those events. But after
Well, we
those,
could. I
after
was there
those,
for most of them.
Yes, I can hear you, Safe.
So was I.
So, what? I mean, really, after those, Chris was like, "You need to get a hobby stock car." And I'm like, I don't think I should probably
I don't
do
think
that.
that's how it went. I think you texted me and said you wanted to race a hobby.
Stacy's
stock.
watching. We
Exactly.
can tell her the truth.
I told Stacy this wasn't my idea.
So anyway, it got brought up that that's something maybe I could do. And so Chris went with me to look at a couple cars, and we found we found a couple up in Sioux City and went up and grabbed them, and one of them happened to be a Charger chassis, and so we brought that home. And then I'll let Chris kind of tell you because he knows way more about it than me.
Yeah, we got all his stuff home, and Julie and I both started looking over this Charger chassis. I was like, man, I really like this car. Built well. Then I started looking at them on the internet, and I've found this one I have now. And got to talking with Jamie that builds them, and he's a super nice guy, super helpful. Got him baffled on my car. Can't figure out what's going on there, but we hope we got it figured out. And yeah, I guess Mike's first goal was to finish the race.
You did.
That's what he wanted to do.
You did, and did not do in Redneck Rally style like you did.
No, I think I'm done with Redneck Rally.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
He won practice.
I won the practice.
You won the practice? That's
they're
great.
getting some stickers made for me.
I bet they are. I can see it now.
Yeah.
Kelderman's going to do a big cutout for
He might. He
is.
But yeah, just put his stuff together, and we've kind of been working on everything. And when I got in his car, I was impressed how well it went around there. It just felt great. And which that was after ours broke.
Right.
So we thought we had something figured out and shortened the drive shaft, changed gears, this and that, and no transmission. That broke again Wednesday night. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night. We've changed everything now, and I'm not sure. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. You've been around racing for a long time, Chris, and you have a lot of that knowledge. And, we've seen the evolution of different chassis kind of come and go. For a while it was all, Terminator, got to have a Terminator to win, yada, yada, yada. Then we saw, Shannon with SCS come and a lot of SCS cars out there. And, kind of where are we now with more than maybe just one particular brand that's so dominant, especially in hobby stocks?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's through all of them right now, but I don't know. Jamie's out there in Nebraska. We've been there. We've had the car there. He didn't see anything wrong with it. So hopefully it's a rear end issue, or that's about what it has to be. So.
And that's frustrating, you get a new car, but there's always growing pains. And, Mike being new in, what are some of the biggest things right now for you learning, but how helpful is it, though, having someone, like Chris Walker?
Well, I mean, when Chris Walker says, hey, I'll help you with a race car, you say yes if it's something you want to do, right? So between Chris and Dustin, I mean, those guys have told me just you need lap time. And so my goal is to get laps in, not tear everybody else's stuff up, and just have a good time.
How nerve-wracking is it the first time you got in the car, being around other cars, like actually on a Wednesday night?
Well, I didn't need the Red Bull. I will tell you that. I did not need that when I went out there. It was helpful to have the practice on Saturday because I went quite a few laps on Saturday, so that was good. But get out there with other cars, it was a different level. It was a lot different than the go-karts in the Wisconsin Dells when I was a kid.
Well, yeah, that's different. My first race at Oski was about the worst experience I ever had, Mike. I get into staging, and Shannon Anderson was coming to Oski weekly, and he rolls up next to me with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. I am just like full grip on the wheel as hard as I can. And he looks at me and he goes, "Do you need a smoke?" I said, no, I probably shouldn't. He's like, "Yeah, don't start. It causes cancer." And he just kept going. So, having Chris, like you said, having these people help you, what are maybe some of the goals you have this year as a first-time driver?
Well, I would like to finish better than last. Would be a good start. But just I don't want to tear anybody else's stuff up, right? Like I'm here to have fun. I'm here to learn, and I just want to get better and get faster. So they time me in the stands and they tell me if I'm getting faster or not. So that's my goal, and just learn how the car drives and how to navigate the track, those kinds of things.
You didn't get last week. You beat me.
No, I didn't get last.
You beat me.
Yes, yes, I did.
Yeah,
if you look at the app, I mean, there were 13 cars, and I got 7th. I mean,
right. Yeah, exactly.
Top half, almost.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And
my sponsors were happy.
You texted Jeff right away, right?
No, I didn't.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about that? You know, you've been friends with Jeff Kellerman for a long time. I know you've done things like the Kyle Petty charity ride and whatnot. Did you get any advice from any of those guys?
I did get some advice from Richard. He said, you cannot...
Wait, time out.
Yeah.
Let's, for a second, pause so everyone understands maybe which Richard we're talking about. Because obviously some people, especially at hotels, have no clue what Richard we're talking about.
So Richard Petty we were talking about racing, and he's like, you can't win if you don't finish. And so that was that's pretty sound advice. And then Kelderman told me before Wednesday, he said, you can lose the race on the first lap, but you can't win it on the first lap. So those echo in my ears as to not get over my skis.
Walker, what did you tell him?
I don't know. I just tried to give him some good advice. Take it easy, throttle control, and, well, I told him to, at practice, take a few laps down by the tires. I mean, he was close, but not as close as I want him to be, but just to feel how the difference is between the top of the racetrack to the bottom of the racetrack. And no, he's doing great. He is. And I think the car under him is really good. So
that's another thing. You guys have known each other for a long time. And Chris, you were in racing for a long time. You got out of it there for a while. You're back into it now. How does that feel knowing that you got someone new, not only just necessarily to the racetrack, but you have someone new in a car helping out, not just with the car count, but getting new people into this sport?
I hate to say it, that's the reason we got back into it, was just to add another car to the racetrack to help their car count. And then when Mike came to me, I was like, heck yeah, I'm willing to help. That brings more cars to the racetrack. And it's been fun, interesting.
Yeah, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot.
You have a very interesting design on your car. If people haven't seen it, why don't you maybe tell the great folks maybe the idea behind the wrap and some of the artwork on the car?
Well, really, it was not all my doing.
I highly doubt that.
It was not all my doing. And actually, it was Val's son that had the AI. He did an AI deal to show the pictures of it and to put the Undertaker on it. Because I didn't want anything necessarily related to the funeral home, but they told me I still had to do that. So I emailed the WWE. They did not have a problem with me putting the Undertaker on there. So
that's awesome.
There he is. They didn't respond, so no news is good news.
No news is
We're
good
going
news.
We're going to see the reach of Tuesday Night Tune-Up. If it gets all the way to Vince McMahon, you've done something safe.
I can see him just marching up the stairs right now and just right on the table. Me fully going through.
If it's not Life Flight that lands at the track, it'd be McMahon's chopper coming for my hood.
Hey, I did just download the picture. We will put it on the. Well, it didn't. All right.
Oh, come on.
I'll come back to it. Give me a second here. Sorry.
Disappointing right there. I tell you what. Way to go, Steve.
Got you all psyched up.
Tyler all wrong, and now you can't even get the photo up. This is what we have to deal with, folks. But no, anyway. So, Chris, we talked about this the other week on the show, and it'd be good to get your perspective from being a longtime racer and into it again and everything you've seen, the work you do at the track is. People always say, oh, the glory days of Oski with the 120 cars on a Wednesday night and everything, and the numbers just aren't great now and the racing isn't as good. And I would argue that our racing now is just as good as it's ever been. I mean, we have some of the closest finishes that
absolutely
I've seen.
And there's not a racetrack around that has the car counts like we did back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Right.
I mean, Boone Nationals, that's the only where it just explodes and everybody comes to it. But the sport's expensive now, very expensive. And you just don't have your younger people getting into it like we used to. I mean, we got kids in go-karts that we're all trying to help keep going, and hopefully they're the next generation, that'll get into this dirt track racing and keep the sport going.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mike, what was the big driving factor for you to finally decide that it is time to go dirt track racing? I mean,
Well, I'll go back to if Chris Walker says he'll help you with hobby stock car, you'll say, yeah, I'll do that if it's something that you want to do. And probably the thing that I've learned and have always thought, I mean, I'd go to the races with my grandpa, I'd go to the races with my dad. I mean, I remember all of us high school kids going to the races and betting quarters in the stands about this and this person and that person. All those names are still around a little bit, but I mean, kudos to Chris and to Julie for saying, hey, Mike, if you want to do this, we'll help you do it. Because I had no idea what I was doing, had no idea what I was getting into. Probably wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be to get into it. And so that's probably a misnomer that's out there that could be. I've had more expensive hobbies.
Your
I
wife
can tell
was
you that.
here right now.
She's probably watching. But I've had more expensive hobbies, Safe.
Well, that is true. I've seen you roll
a
razor twice in a row.
Yeah, motorcycles aren't cheap. Oh, yeah. I know I do dumb stuff, Safe.
I mean, we all do something a little dumb.
I have a master's degree in it.
You want to look at some of those pictures now?
There we go. Do we have them up?
I don't have just one. I've got 3.
Which one's up right now? Because
right,
we
so
can't see.
The one that you sent me, Safe. We're looking at
Of
the
the
hood
hood?
with the Undertaker on it. And it says Sitsma right across
How
there.
excited were you to have the Undertaker on your hood?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, they wanted me to put my face in there. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
That would have made it so much better.
I know it. My sponsors wouldn't let me do it.
Now we're going to look at Julie Walker sent me a couple of different pictures as well. Let me get my stuff out of the way there.
If it's the one with the wheels turned all the way to the right, I'm not driving in that one.
No, these are the car is sitting still, so we're just kind of.
I'm probably driving.
Yeah, and we have you coming out of the driver's seat as well. So, but yeah,
great.
just some different looks at the car. So pretty cool.
How hard is it to drive?
It's harder to get in the car for me.
Well, you're not necessarily, short or anything.
True. It is. It's a definite learning curve. It is a learning curve.
You got to remember to take the steering wheel off.
Yeah, you got to remember to take the steering wheel off.
Don't tell me you tried to get in or out of the car with the steering wheel.
Steering wheel on and the Hans device still on. That was after finishing a feature, which I'd never done before. So I didn't really know how to leave. Julie and Stacy were worried why I wasn't getting out of the car. It was because I was trapped in my steering wheel and Hans device.
You've heard it here, race fans. Only Mike.
Yeah. I'm here to have fun, Safe.
I love it. You forgot, so you were just done and you're like, okay, time to get out, and didn't think to take the
I just
Hans
had
or
to
the
sit
wheel
there.
off.
I'd never been that far. Like
Oh, well, yeah,
after
I
one
guess
lap
that-
and
yeah.
everybody else is flying around me. That's what I'm used to.
It is intimidating.
They did
especially-
make me leave the track practice day. Humphrey said, 5 more sits when you're done, we're going home.
I could see that being a thing.
Yeah.
I could see that. Well, I think it's great that you guys are, Chris, you were able to help Mike out. And I think the biggest thing that's really awesome is you guys are both going through this with new chassis, the same builder, so you can, help one another out. You're both learning. You're giving feedback to Jamie, which is awesome. And I'm
Right.
sure that's important for him because, it's kind of a chassis brand that isn't necessarily, you don't
Nope,
see.
it's not over here.
I was going to say, I don't think there's any other Chargers over here.
I did my research today
Right
a little
now.
bit. I think they've been building cars for 23 years, and this week they got their 1,400th win. They post on their website every win.
Right.
And so it was
Oh,
1,400 wins was this week, or I don't think, last night or whatever, it was this week, 1,400 wins. Those
That's
chassis.
awesome.
Well, like I said, out of the Walker shop, we're really doing really good making one go in circles. So
Right. 1 out of 2 isn't necessarily terrible. I mean, it's not ideal, obviously.
we'll get it figured out. I promise. We will get it figured out.
And for you guys, how exciting are Wednesday nights now? I mean, we've seen some different things, the track and everything, and fans. I mean, what are you seeing, Chris? I know we're only one weekend. We're going on our second week.
No, I think things are looking pretty normal. I mean, obviously, we all put our heart and souls into the place. Everybody that's on the race committee, as far as we have dedicated drivers, that's where they want to race on Wednesdays. And I think the place is running really well.
Mike?
I agree. I mean, they work their tails off to make sure we can get out there and have a safe track and a fast track. And
Yeah, I mean, the track's great. Kudos to our fair board. I mean, there's a lot of behind the scenes I don't think people realize, but it's nice that you have a lot of that insight. Your wife, Julie, helps out, which is incredible. And, you know, it's just awesome to see that we're able to keep the tradition of Wednesday nights going, especially at Oski. You know, a lot of people complain about half-mile tracks
and
whatnot. And why don't you tell people, guys, especially you, Chris, you know, taking a hobby stock around the half-mile at Oski and how technical do you have to be in one of these cars?
You got to be pretty spot on. I mean, you're not going to go any faster anywhere else. I mean, I've raced on anything from a quarter mile up to Oskaloosa half mile, Knoxville's a half mile. And, yeah, you got to hit your marks, and one little bobble will cost you the race. So, yeah, it's just – but what I always said, we're race car drivers. We want to go fast, and there ain't no faster than Oskaloosa.
Yeah, it's so true. You know, it's a great track, and, you know, I want to thank you both for coming on, talking tonight. And, you know, the big thing is, and I'll say it again, it takes a village to make these cars go, especially now with the economy, everything else we have going on. And I know, looking over here, you have a whole list of people on your crew, and Mike, I know you got some other people you want to thank as well. So I'll let you guys go ahead and open it up to both of you to thank your sponsors and whoever else you have to make both of your cars go around the track.
Go ahead. Well, yeah, like Safe said, we couldn't do this without these guys' help. Teeter Construction, Dirt Work, Dustin, Tiff, Little Griff, he's running go-karts. We're trying to help him out. Super Help, he tries to come out whenever he's not working on the go-kart to help get us stuff ready. J&J Construction, Scott and Liz, Johannes, Super Help, Jim Toll Farms that I've been friends with since I think I was 20 years old. He's an old guy that's still out there hammering hobby stocks around down in Corning, and he's so much help and knowledgeable and will help anybody if you give him a call. TD Site Work, Troy DeMooney, he's always on board. Just anything we need, he's more than happy to help. Doug's Four Wheelers, he just called me yesterday. I heard you were getting low on transmissions. He's like, get up here Saturday and I'll get one ready for you. Conger Machine, me and Bob, we go way back. Bob and Lynn, friends of the family. Bob's been building my engines since 1999, I think. Super good help. Pro Street Pub, that's the boys out of Fremont. They just love going to the races, and they'll just hand you a little cash every now and then. Not huge money, but they help out.
You need to introduce me to those guys, because I've never seen them.
He's like, I'll take a handout over here.
Pepsi, my Hasselballing company that I work for. I mean, it's just, they help us out with cash and equipment, and if I need to get off and go somewhere, or if me and Dustin both need to take off, I mean, they let us do that. Veru Brothers Show Pigs, Guthrie and Elise. I've been friends with Guthrie for a long, long time, and they're on board, and they always help out. Sandridge Tire, Jeremy helps out with any tire problems we need. I mean, getting us tires. Jeremy just come up and brought tires last night. Just dropped them off and said, here you go. Wymore Automotive, same thing. Mikey builds all my gears. Actually, Ben just did a transmission for Mike. Just anything you carry in, they'll fix up for you. And then my wife, she's always there. She's always helping. My mom and dad, they're just there to support, help out with whatever we need. My daughter, Jalen, which we don't see her as much because her husband's racing now, but she's always there, and she always has her walker stuff on, and she's ready to go. Larry Van Zee, the neighbor, he's been kind of down and out here lately, but he's always there to help. And then the neighbors, Dustin and Val DeWitt. Dustin's there all the time. Anytime we need help, it might be Sunday and he's taking a nap, but if I call him, he comes over to help. And this is the group that everybody helps out to get it done. And that's what it takes.
That's awesome. Mike?
Well, yeah, I mean, I have Walker Racing on the side of my car because I said, who should I put on my car? And it's like, well, this is just kind of the group. So a lot of those same people have helped me too. But I'll say that, this is a new world for me, right? So being in the pits with a car is a new world for me. And it's a different culture than I expected because it's if you need something, there's 10 of them there ready to help you so you can get back out there. And it's a lot of kind people that are willing to just help with anything. And I mean, I'm out and about a lot. I hear, I see a guy at breakfast. He's like, hey, I think you need to try this or you need to try that. So there's lots of pointers out there for me. But obviously my family's been supportive. They've been patient with all the stuff that I do.
I think they'd have to be at this point, Mike.
But they're patient with me, Stacy, my wife, and Dawson and Addison, although I do have to go to their stuff too, so I'm just paying them back a little bit. Obviously Chris and Julie and Dustin and Val and Teeter, all those guys helping me out. But the U.S. Mint, Ben Franklin, they're good helpers. So that's probably my biggest sponsor, the U.S. Mint.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're able to benefit from that.
Oh yeah, my brother with his honey. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, Tom and Cindy Drost. They gave me some money so I could get a new hood. They didn't like my first hood.
Right.
So, and they've been helpful. Just everybody's been supportive. Yeah, all the guys at breakfast, they have to hear about this every day about going racing. They do. So.
And all the people you work with, I'm sure they have to hear about it too.
Well, they work for me, so they have to sit there and listen.
They
don't have a choice.
People.
Yeah. A lot of sick days being used.
Yeah.
No, they're all great. They're patient to let me come and go and do what I need to do. And so it's been a great ride for me. It's just a fun, totally something new for me. And I've learned a ton and look forward to learning more and having a good time.
I mean, I think the next thing you need to do is I think you need to get Jeff Kelderman to get one of these. And you guys need to go out there and do a heads up, 15-lap feature.
I don't have time for 3.
I'll work on him, Safe. I'll work on him.
There you go. That could be so much fun. Well, I think
too many roosters in there. Exactly.
I think Jeff could probably take care of his own car. I think we just let Jeff go on his own. I'm sure he'll find someone to do something.
I think he does a lot of it on his own. I've watched him work on those Vipers,
trying
and
to get, Kenny Wallace involved with
He
this,
might.
I could see that, especially after coffee with Kenny the other day. I think those two are going to build a car next. So
they might. You work on them. We could see it happening.
That could be pretty funny.
So. It could be pretty funny. Could be really fun.
You never know. You never know. So, alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for coming on here tonight. We appreciate both of you guys. We want to wish you luck.
Thank you.
Don't roll it like the Razor.
Thank you.
Redneck Rally.
Thank you.
I would appreciate not having to see that as well.
Thank you.
Me too.
Thank you.
And you good luck with trying to keep him going as well, and yourself.
Right.
So, and again, thank you guys both for continuing to race, be ambassadors for the sport, ambassadors for our track as well. I think that's been a big thing. Is a lot of misnomers about the Southern Iowa Speedway, a lot of misnomers about racing there and everything else, and it's nice to have you, Chris, who has done so much for the track, for the sport, for this community racing wise, and to see you back in a car and now helping Mike out as well is just something I think truly special that we have around here. And kudos to you and Julie and all of you guys for that. So thank you again. It's truly awesome to see that.
No problem. It's my pleasure to do anything I can to keep this place going and with the best races we can get. So
absolutely. That's awesome. Well said. So, all right, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to get Cole back up here. We're going to talk about some results, some other things going on in the racing world in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Signs Plumbing, offering top quality plumbing services, boilers, and general HVAC and furnace repairs. Call James at 641-919-8973. You can also find Signs Plumbing on Facebook. For all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling services, call Signs Plumbing at 641-919-8973. Signs Plumbing at 208 Ackerd Street in Harper, serving the surrounding area. For top quality service, call Signs Plumbing. Hey, we are coming back live to the Rock Island Tap in Oskaloosa for Tuesday Night Tune-Up. Here on Steve Shetler Media. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making things possible, including the Rock Island Tap, James Family Greenhouse, Sigourney Motors, Glory Motorsports, Sigourney Body Shop. Also, let's see here. We've got Copeland Auto Body, Nutrien Ag Solutions in Keswick, Vans Racing, Oski Dental, Signs Plumbing. So much support here on the show. We're taking it back to Safe and Cole, who are going to be talking about results, guys.
All right, welcome back, race fans, to TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up. It's time to talk some results. And normally, the last few weeks, you've seen Curtis here, and this is the shorter and much younger version of Curtis we have with us. So again, Cole, thanks for coming on. Real quick, I want to say congratulations on picking up a win the other night at Columbus Junction. Your dad was very excited for you on the show. And why don't you just tell us really quick what that win was like for you?
Oh, it's pretty cool. It's definitely crazy because that's a new car to me, and it's pretty crazy just to come out right out of the box and know that you're quick. And Andy knows what he's doing, and it means a lot that he wants to help, and he wanted me to get one of his cars, and we made something happen.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations to you picking up a win the other night, young man. So we have a lot of different races here to unpack. So first off, Wednesday night was the season opener at the Southern Iowa Speedway. And we'll start with the newest class that they have there, the Crown Vic class. And we saw Wade Francis, who is no stranger to victory lane at the Southern Iowa Speedway, picking up a win there. Sport Compacts, we had the man that we had interviewed the day before that. We had Seth Minders picking up a win in the number 65 Sport Compact. Hobby Stocks, we saw Keaton Gordon out of Hedrick, Iowa, picking up a win.
In the Sport Mods, we saw Colton Livesey. Yep. And then the stock cars, we saw Nathan Wood.
Two Vanderbilt cars there
yeah.
picking up wins, both in Colton's car and Nathan's. So Zach is also racing at the Southern Iowa Speedway Weekly, so good to see Zach and seeing that Vanderbilt program produce some more winning cars. So
yeah, it's pretty cool to see that that's pretty close to home and how much success they have and how much success Nathan Wood's having. That's pretty crazy to me. He's 3 races on that car, and he's won all 3 of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll hop over to Columbus Junction. They raced on Friday night, and they had the Sprint Invaders there with them, and Chris Martin had a clean sweep in the 360 Sprint Invader class there. Sport Mods, we saw Justin Schroeder. Stock cars, again, Nathan Wood picking up another win. Modifieds, we saw Blaine Bryan, and in Hobby Stocks, Dalton Weepy picking up some wins there. So some great racing Friday night at Columbus Junction Speedway. Cole, you were there too, if I recall correctly.
Yep, I was there.
And how'd you finish?
I got 3rd, so not much to complain about, especially with Dad was traveling, so Jeremy went with me. Jeremy, Kenley, Kylie, and Wyatt went. Nice. And Jeremy didn't get off work, so then it was just me and Kenley that hold the truck and trailer over there. And so then me and her did it for hot laps, just by ourselves, and we got it figured out. But then Jeremy showed up, and he finally helped me change some tires for the feature and get some fuel in it and stuff.
Well, there was some great racing action as well over at Stewart Speedway, and why don't you give us the rundown of some of the results from Stewart? Yeah,
in the modifieds, we had Colton Nelson, which is pretty cool to see him win his first IMCA modified show.
Yeah, he's been him and his brother both have been racing for a little bit now. Yeah, definitely cool to see Colton pick up a win.
Yeah, and stock car, we got Micah Hildeball Is
Yeah, Micaiah Heidelbaugh.
Yep, there you go.
You were close.
That was very
That is
close.
a hard one. I will tell you that.
Yeah,
That is a hard one to get.
Yep, and then you got Matt Avila in the Sport Mods. He's been really good these last couple of years. He's won a couple big shows. And Briar Kriegel in the Hobby Stocks, Levi Volker in the Compacts, and then the SLMR late models. Jesse Sobbing won. He's no stranger to victory lane, that's for sure.
No, Jesse had a lot of issues last year. He went through some back surgeries, some different things, had some recovery issues from that. So seeing the 99 car kind of pick up where he left off in a sense. And some other racing we had on Friday night as well over at Lee County Speedway. They run their own kind of late model program over there, and Tommy Ellison picking up the win in the late models. In the Sport Mods was Cole Gillenwater. Stock cars, John Oliver Jr., a name you're probably going to hear a lot this year in the stock car class. Modifieds was Austin Becerra. Sport Compacts was Josh Barnes. And in mini haulers in the little trucks, you had Caleb Ely picking up one there, who had also won the previous week down at 34 Raceway. So seeing Caleb pick up a couple wins is probably a good feeling for him. So.
Yeah.
We also had racing at Boone Speedway, and Cole, why don't you give us the rundown of Big Bad Boone?
Yeah, they've been running double features over there for the classes with how many cars they're getting to get everyone in a feature. So, and the modified, you got Todd Shute. Stock car for the first feature was Jimmy Gustin, and the week before he got into a little bit of carnage. So it's pretty good to see him going back up and going. And A feature number 2, it was Jonathan Logue won. The Sport Mod first feature was Mike Smith. Second one was Jake Sockow. Hobby stock number 1 was Solom Bennett. And then number 2 was Corey Vanderwilt. And then Mod Lights, you had Riley Clem.
Yeah, and, Corey Vanderwilt comes down and races at Oski, so good to see, and so does Solomon Bennett. So it's good to see a couple guys that like to come run down here at the Southern Iowa Speedway, pick up some wins. And, Marshalltown ran the other night as well, and that's always a big program. And winning in modifieds there, Todd Shute. So Todd had a great weekend, won at Marshalltown, then went on to win at Boone. Stock cars, you saw Jimmy Gustin again, guy who also went on to win another race. You saw Bray Carter from Oskaloosa winning in the Sport Mod class. So always good to see a local driver go and have success. In the Hobby Stocks, you saw Cale Koch. Mod Lights, you saw Riley Clem. And in Sport Compacts was Curtis Masterson. So looks like a few different guys, Riley and Todd and Jimmy, all went on to go to Boone the next night and have some good success. And then leading into Saturday night now, we had the Knoxville season opener finally happened, and we saw Ryan Timms continue his dominating track there in the 410 class. So, Ryan picking up another win is great to see. 360s, we saw Cade Higday, and in Pro Spins originally, Luke Lane was your winner, who later on today, Knoxville announced that he was disqualified for an illegal carburetor. So Jay Kinder ended up picking up the win in the Pro Sprint class. So again, a little bit of drama as always at Knoxville. As things seem to happen there very quickly. And we will get on to our last track that raced on Sunday, Benton County Speedway. Had some good racing in the modifieds. Ethan Krall picked up a win. Another semi-local driver, as you will, picked up the win in Sport Mod with Will Wolf, picking up a victory there. Stock cars, we saw Kyle Olson. Hobby stocks was Jake McNeese. Sport Compacts, Christian Grady, and they ran late models down there as well, and Nick Marloff picking up a win in the late model class. So a lot of good racing over the last weekend, and we're looking forward to some more great racing this week. Again, Wednesday night you can catch racing at the Southern Iowa Speedway, and we know that we'll have, by way now of North Carolina, we see that Pat Rachels will be racing at the Southern Iowa Speedway tomorrow night, so always good to see Pat make the drive from North Carolina over to get some racing action in. Again, you can find other tracks racing later in the week. Columbus Junction Speedway, Marshalltown, Lee County, Boone, as always, on Saturdays. You can go over to Knoxville as well for some great racing action. And so, yeah, great week coming up. Cole, where are you going to be racing at?
This week I'm running tomorrow night, and we're gonna run Dad's car tomorrow night, and then Friday.
Whoa, you're running at the Monster Half Mile tomorrow night?
Yeah, it'll be my second time
Whoa,
there.
look out there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, we're excited to see what you can do, Cole. And then are you going to be racing at CJ on Friday night?
Yeah, I'm gonna be taking
Back
my
in your
car back to my car on Friday night, and then Dad's gonna run Eldon on Saturday. So
Yes, that's right. Eldon Raceway will be racing on Saturday. They have a sprint car special there as well, I believe, with the Sprint Invaders. So, again, great racing action coming up this week. Make sure you guys get all to your local dirt tracks or whatever track you have local, whether it be dirt, oval, figure eight, drag race, whatever you have near you. So go support your local tracks this week. And we will see you all here next Tuesday night on TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up.
And again, we do thank all of our sponsors, Rock Island Tap, our host venue. We've got James Family Greenhouse, Sigourney Motors, Glory Motorsports, new on board this week, Sigourney Body Shop, Nutrien Ag Solutions in Keswick, Copeland Auto Body, Fans Racing, Oski Dental, and Signs Plumbing. We'll do it again next week here on Steve Shetler. By the way, Steve Shetler Media, if you missed the show or you don't have time to watch the whole thing, you can listen to the audio replay starting at 9 o'clock on Skunk River Radio, online radio. We'll do it again next week here at the Rock Island Tap. Hang on, safe. We can't hear you.
We got a shout-out.
All
You
right.
ready? Can I talk now?
Yeah.
Are we back? Okay, good. I want to give a special shout-out here real quick. Furthest traveled fan to the show to date. We got a gentleman over here named Jeff Casper. Jeff is up here from West Memphis, Arkansas. We're working on his truck out at Outer Limits, putting a Kelderman air ride kit on it for him. So I told Jeff about this show. He has some dirt track racing ties himself with Derek Hager and some other racing teams. So special shout out to Jeff over here for coming, supporting
he came
the show.
just to watch the show.
Just to
He
watch
came
the
all
show.
this
Yeah, he
way.
came from Arkansas just to see the show. So shout out to him. And again, shout out to all of you watching. Please send us questions if you have them ever. And again, we will see you here next Tuesday night at the Tap.